So, Michael, you referred to NATO a couple of minutes ago, and you were Defence Secretary during the 2014 NATO summit in Wales, which saw the introduction of the 2% spending commitment for all NATO members. Now, why was it introduced? Was achieving this easy? And are you happy with where we currently stand?
Well, it was introduced in the aftermath of the invasion of Crimea, which had taken place earlier that year with the insurrection in the Donbass as well. And a very strong feeling amongst the Allies that we had let our guard down against Russia in particular. Russia had, although welcomed into the international community, to the G8 and so on, Russia had invaded Georgia and had now invaded Crimea. And there was a realization that we needed really to do more. This, by the way, did not come from President Trump. This came from President Obama and has in fact been argued for by successive American presidents. So we decided to set this new target. A number of the allies made it clear they were way off 2%. Even today, half the alliance doesn't spend 1.5%. So we gave them 10 years to reach the 2% target, which I think was a pretty generous timetable. And that 10th year is now. It's this year. So I would like to see NATO leaders, when they meet at the Washington summit in a few weeks' time, I'd like to see them revisit this target, to set a new target, a higher target, to keep pushing spending up, because other countries are obviously doing more. The Russians clearly are spending more. America has always spent more than Europe. But if you look now at the NATO map, most of the countries that have met the 2% target are actually on the eastern frontier of NATO. They're even east of Berlin. And they're not the wealthiest countries. They're the Baltic states. They're countries like Romania, for example. So we really need a tougher target and a sharper timeline to ensure that the rest of Europe, particularly the western side of the alliance, does meet its obligation.